Hi, I am Cantagian, and this video is one to try and compel anyone voting on Super Tuesday to vote for Bernie Sanders. I meant to post this video weeks ago, even before the Iowa caucus, but I've been working a lot, so here it is now. It is just as important now as it was then, if not more so. In my humble opinion, I believe Bernie is the only Democratic candidate capable of defeating Donald Trump in the 2020 presidential elections. If you are unsure, I would very much like to ask you to consider voting for Bernie Sanders. Here's why. Bernie's competition right now is Joe Biden, Elizabeth Warren, and Mike Bloomberg. Now, we could rule out Bloomberg immediately. He's a billionaire who tried to buy his way into the election. I don't think there's literally anyone who likes him. I could go through his comments on Facebook every time his ads pop up, which is all the time, and there's nothing but comments deriding him. So let's just forget Bloomberg. He's a non-issue. Elizabeth Warren. Now, she was one of the most progressive candidates until she wasn't. And she has outright stated that she's going to use the rules at play to try and override the will of the people. She has stated that she would not accept super PAC money. She has. She has supported Donald Trump's bloated military budgets. She has a history of kind of voting towards the right. And furthermore, she's been very disingenuous about herself, and I think Donald Trump will be able to eviscerate her on that alone. His little nickname for her, Pocahontas, pokes at the heart of it. She didn't have to do that. She never let her true self shine, and now I believe she's just allowing the process to take over, to consume her. Joe Biden is a favorite amongst elders, amongst people who want a centrist candidate, amongst people who, for some reason, want to go back to the way things were. Here's the thing. The way things were sucked. Even in the Obama era, it was crap. Obama, while not completely horrible, wasn't very good. What did he get done? He got a very, very weakened healthcare plan passed that was immediately destroyed by the subsequent administration. He increased the amount of wars in the Middle East, especially with the use of drone strikes. He didn't get our troops out of there. And a vote for Biden, even if he did make it to the presidency, which he wouldn't, would be a continuing of the status quo. He would not change anything. Furthermore, Biden is completely unelectable. His gaffes are numerous and continuing to be added to. Just recently, he screwed up the Declaration of Independence, couldn't remember which document he was reciting from. That's a problem. It's pretty much clear that his mental status has been on the slow decline up until recently. That's not going to work with Trump. Furthermore, the man has repeatedly in the past attempted to gut things like Social Security. So Trump ain't going to let that slide either. We can't have Biden. Biden will be destroyed by Trump. While some might see Bernie's agenda as socialist and extreme, it isn't. The only thing Bernie wants to do is catch us up to the rest of the world. Give us healthcare as a right, like the rest of the standardized first world has. Give us debt forgiveness, because most middle-class Americans are drowning in debt, whether it be healthcare debt, student loan debt, other kinds of debts. Increase our wages so that we have an ability to pay for the things we have and need. More importantly, need. A lot of us are in debt because our wages are so suppressed. Because the people at the top take 90+% of the pie. Donald Trump promised a middle-class, grassroots, populist effort, but it was fake. Even his tax return shows it. 87% of that tax return went to the wealthiest 1%, and the tiny pittance that us people got, us normal Americans got, all going away and at the 10-year sunset period. Anyway, I know I'm not the best at doing these types of videos. Definitely out of practice, definitely doing this one just off the top of my head right now because I wanted it to be more polished, and it isn't because I didn't have enough time, but it's still important nevertheless, and I want to know that I did my part. Please, if you are uncertain, consider voting for Bernie Sanders. Bernie is the one politician with endless amounts of years of record behind him. He has consistently, throughout his entire career, voted on the correct side of history. He's someone that genuinely cares about the average American. And yeah, he's older, but he's also in great mental health right now, unlike Joe Biden. And he's in great physical health, too. And frankly, He is the only chance we have to beat Donald Trump. Now, I'm not saying Bernie's victory against Trump is assured, but I can tell you what, if anyone else is nominated, defeat against Trump is. That's all I got. If I swayed your opinion one way or another, please let me know. Um, Politics are divisive, politics are passionate, politics will make you some enemies. I just got blocked today for calling someone out on their position on Warren, who should have dropped out, but it's just how it goes. So consider voting for Bernie. If he gets elected, I am certain you will not regret it. Anyway, thanks for watching and putting up with me. Regular videos will be back soon when I get time to upload them. Bye-bye.